To the woman who unpacked the lunch given to her by her husband in a work environment, and it was various foods that are not nutritious for you to be fueled on, and at the bottom was a bag of dog food with the caption, "Because you're my dog, yeah, he hates you."
Another episode of We Listen and We Do Not Judge. But I know we're going to judge later on after we watch this video. So you guys, a wife asked her husband, she forgot to pack her lunch. So she asked her husband to pack the lunch. So she's doing an unbox my lunch with me that my husband packed for me at work. You know those kind of videos, something very cute, you know. So let's watch the video together, then we'll come back and discuss.
So I forgot my lunch today, and I asked my husband to bring me lunch. So let's do an unboxing, because clearly it's a little full. I just have a feeling this is going to be really good. We have a bag we have a bag of cookies. Not a Ziploc bag, but a bag. We have a bag of pretzels. Feels very empty. We got an apple. Gotta stay healthy. This is good. We have not just a portion of Pringles, but an entire container of Pringles. Another bag of cookies. Another bag. Options. Lucky me. And lastly, okay, we have my 2-day-old Chipotle. And at the very bottom, we have a bag of dog food. Because you're my dog. There's 2, Joy. Please bring back the dogs are low on food. So ladies, if you don't have food and your husband has to bring you a lunch, just know that you're gonna get lots of food, as well as maybe even a cute note. This is nice. This is great.
Well, you see what threw me off was that dog food. Why is there a dog food? And another thing that is going on is that most of the time wives pack their husband's lunch to work. And when the husband opens the food, in fact, you will know that is well taken care of. When he brings out the food that the wife packed, in fact, doesn't even know what she cooks, is not aware of what was going on in the kitchen. It doesn't need to tell her what he wants, but she's going to pack both main food. It's definitely going to pack a main food. It's going to pack fruit, snacks, drink, sometimes fresh juice, something to snack on later in the afternoon or later on during the day or close of work and all of that. You don't need to tell a woman what to pack for her husband for lunch. I don't think wives pack lunch for husbands and look like this. But then a man can do that. And it's all a joke. You guys, what's your take? Do you think this is just like a joke or a cruise? Probably they are just playful couple that play around, because some people can just play around and just, do things just to make their partner smile and laugh. Because obviously she's laughing, so definitely they play around. What is your take? Can you share your thought down in the comment section while we watch some stitches together? Then I'll come back and share my thoughts.
To the woman who unpacked the lunch given to her by her husband in a work environment, and it was various foods that are not nutritious for you to be working on, to be fueled on, and at the bottom was a bag of dog food with the caption, "Because you're my dog, yeah, he hates you." By the way, he actually wants you dead. Like, I don't know if you knew that, but he wants you dead. I'm so sorry. I work a pretty taxing job, right? Now, I'm not an oil field worker like my daddy, but I can tell you that, it's pretty laborious. For me, anyways. Now listen to me, girl, and listen real closely. Because if I walk into that lunchroom and I get a bag that my husband packed for me and I open it, right, after 5-6 hours of working on my feet, and I see shit from a butt and then a big at the bottom, you know what I'm doing? I'm going home and I'm beating the out of him. Because not only are you embarrassing me in front of my coworkers, you are also making me walk 5 more minutes to get some food that's actually nutritious for me because you hate me and you want me to die for some reason.
There's a woman on here who was just put up a video about her husband who made her lunch and brought it to her, and that lunch sucked. Now here's the thing: I don't pretend to know the dynamic of people's relationships, especially their marriages. You know what I mean? Because people, we all have different dynamics, and I assume that they have a pretty jokey relationship because the note at the bottom with the dog food said, "Hey, you're my dog," and I know if my wife did that for me, like I'd be like, "What the?" But I'll be laughing. But the lunch sucked. I mean, to me, I'm like, bro, no nutrients in that bitch, just chips. To my future wife, look, if I'm packing your lunch, you're not gonna have a lot of snacks in that motherfucker. You see my body, you know what you're getting yourself into. There's gonna be some healthy shit in there, okay? But I do want to say, like, people who are coming at them, because the comments were going crazy, and now she turned the comments off, right? But I do want to say that the people who are coming at them, like, oh, he must hate her. It's like, guys, it doesn't always have to go to the extreme. Like, it doesn't always have to go to the extreme, You know, it'd be a really nice thing to do for me personally, anyway. Like, if you and your partner always, like, pack your own lunches, but then a couple times maybe you're like, let's pack each other's lunch and see who can make the better lunch for each other. I don't know. I'm competitive. I'll be like, what? Oh, okay. Now it's all. Because the way I'm gonna cook up that lunch, Gordon Ramsay, he's gonna be looking for me as his replacement. I'm gonna tell you, I'm in that kitchen. But like a note to anybody who's out there, if you're making lunch for your spouse or your partner or whatever, like 1 bag of chips or cookies is cool. The whole container, hey, look, like. But yeah, the people in the comments are really giving them a lot of grief. And to be honest, like, I get it, because you're just like, what the hell? Like, give a good lunch and stuff like that. And I 100% understand. She was laughing, so I'm assuming that they must have a really, like, funny dynamic with their marriage, you know what I mean? But once again, I don't speak on things I don't know. I can't make that assumption that they're just, they just go happy, But she on her page doesn't have an issue with it. So, side note, though, I always think it's super, super cute when, like, a husband packs his wife's lunch, or like a wife packs her husband's lunch for them. And I think it's just cool because it's like, damn, you don't even know what you better get for lunch. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, okay, this is cool. It's like a surprise for lunch. You never really know what you're going to get and stuff like that. So I always think that that's really cute. But for everybody out there, when you're packing lunch, put some nutrients in that bitch. Okay? And one bag of chips is cool. I promise you, I promise you, 1 bag is fine.
Just know that you're gonna get lots of food.
And this is why women are scared to submit to the men nowadays. Because honestly, if I had to submit myself to a man who doesn't know how to pack a basic lunch, I too would be terrified. Ladies, instead of listening to the fact that your husband shouldn't know how to pack a basic lunch, please know that a real man of God, from God, who loves God, knows how to make a bomb lunch, okay? I can tell you that because I bagged one of those. Don't know how, honestly, but I bagged one of those, and I actually just finished eating the omelet with bacon that he made for me for when I came home from work. Mind you, we both were out working, but because I mentioned I'm kind of in the mood for the yummy breakfast you make, I came home and he had already cooked it and made my favorite beverage. So before you're out here settling for a man who can't even pack you a basic lunch, go ahead and have standards for me.
Okay, I don't know if y'all have seen the video of the lady who's a school teacher, beautiful lady, says, I'm not coming to hate on you. If y'all have seen the video where she asked her husband to pack her lunch and he packs her lunch, she then proceeds to unpack her lunch on camera. And whether it was rage bait or whether it was real, which there are so many men like this, so I would not put it past him and call it rage bait. I absolutely believe it was like real. I was appalled. When it comes to men, it is like unbearable, excruciating, and so frustrating how low the bar is for them and how they are glorified for such simple things that they should do, that they should know how to do, and honestly things that they should not be glorified for. And before I get into this rant, this is not a bashing men, this is not a I hate men type of thing, because I think men are amazing. I think men are needed Men are good, men are protectors, they are strong. We absolutely need men. Us women were made from the ribs of men. So this is not even a video like that. Please, guys, don't be offended. But if you are, if the shoe fits. What made me so angry about this video is that you're gonna have people in the comments like, oh, he thought that he was save it. Because I know for a fact that that man asked his wife to make him a lunch, she would have packed this man a lunch that you'd think that you'd give to Jesus himself. And in this, he packs her like big old things of Pringles, to which I eat a full thing of Pringles, so like not knocking that. But then like half empty bag of pretzel, random bags of cookies. Then what really did it was the dog food at the bottom with the note that says you're my dog, and that the dog needed more dog food. As though that was something that was like, ooh, like I did that, like I did that. The utter disrespect that I felt, not just for her, but for literally just women everywhere who deal with things like that. It is so frustrating. You mean to tell me you can't pack a simple lunch? Like, you do not love this woman enough that you can't simply pack a sandwich, fruit, like cheese, things that she actually likes. Because by the looks of it, she doesn't seem like the type of lady that just wants to sit and eat chips and cookies. It's just simply knowing your person. Then if you're not the kind of man who can actually pack a lunch, or so many grocery stores that I am so sure you guys live by, you could have went, bought a sandwich, bought some cheese, bought some drink. Like, it's just not hard. And it blows my mind because a lot of these guys will treat their women like this, but then if their buddy asked them to pack them a lunch, they'd go pack them a freaking gourmet lunch. Like, all right, come on now. Suspect. And it's like, goes back to even like you, a kid. Mom could change a kid's diaper. Nothing. Like, she's expected to change her kid's diaper. A dad changes their kid's diaper. They just get so glorified, so sharp. Oh my God, you're just the best dad ever. How are you the best dad ever for doing something you're supposed to do? A mom gives her child a bath. A dad gives their child a bath. And now they're dad of the century. Mom takes all 6 kids to the store with her, straps them in, does all that herself. It's expected. A dad does it, and he now deserves a freaking Nobel Peace Prize. What? And it's like these simple tasks that men are glorified to do that women just completely get ignored because they're expected to do it. A woman cooks and it's like, okay, great. A man says that he likes to cook and it is like, oh my God, you're just the most amazing man ever. Every woman needs you. Like, cooking is essential. That is an essential task that everyone should know how to do. But you can't even pack a lunch for your spouse. And then it's the thinking it's funny. And it's like, to me, it's just not funny. Keep in mind, I am the most unserious person in the world. And I think that I'm just more so offended by it and just the weaponized incompetence because I have dealt with a person like that. I have dealt with a person that it's like, just that. Just bizarre, absurd. Then it's like we laugh at it and it's like that's the reason that they think it's funny. They think it's cute. It's not cute. Because if we were to do it, we would get shunned. Like, if a man unpacked his lunch that his wife packed him and it was some BS, she would literally never hear the end of it for the rest of her life. But yeah, it's just so funny. Like, oh, he tried so hard. No, you didn't try hard. Because if your woman would have packed you something like that, you'd probably be on the way to the courthouse right now to divorce her, let's be honest. It's just, we have to stop giving men passes. The bar is in hell. That's how low the bar is for majority of these men out here. That is why they walk around acting the way they act, just incompetent AF, unable to, I don't know. I don't know. But the video just says, I'm irritated for you. If you're not, I'm irritated for you. And I know you're probably going to have a video where he's great, he does all these things. I'm sorry, but to me, it's the small things. I don't care about you freaking buying us a house or anything like that. To me, it's the small things that matter to me, because those small things will show and tell you how much a man does or does not love you and feel about you. And that's the truth.
Why is there dog food in your meal, in your lunchbox? Why is there dog food there? And why is there a note that say, you know you are my dog? I don't find that romantic. I don't find that funny. I see that as an insult. For me, I just see that as an insult. I don't see that as yeah. I see that as an insult. So, but I don't know. We don't know the kind of relationship they have. We don't know if probably she also calls him a goat or she calls him, I don't know. We don't know. Okay. So maybe that is a pet's name, a dog. So we don't know. Okay. But then personally for me, I don't see that as something very funny. In fact, the last one, the fact that she even carried that for the last time and there's a note, I expect the note should be like, this was just a joke. Open the next zip, then you see the meal I cooked for you. You know, not you calling me a dog and bringing a dog food. What's that supposed to mean? And the thing is, women do not do this. Women don't do this. If you see husbands, when it comes for lunchtime, when they want to open their lunch box and all of that to eat at work, the wives will wake up very early to cook sumptuous meal for the husband to eat at work. Healthy meal. Even though there's going to be snack in the bag and all of that, fruits and all, but she's always very intentional in the way she cooks, the way she design, and table the whole food. The everything is perfect. He doesn't have an idea of what she's cooking because probably he's preparing for work or he's still sleeping when she's prepping for a meal. So I don't think a man has that the wife always cooks for her to work or even once and she will not do this. This is just a one-time opportunity for him. It's not like he does it every day. This was a one-time opportunity for him to show that he really cares about his wife, that for God to pack her lunch to work. She's going to be hungry. Yes, she's going to need snacks. I don't have a problem with you packing snack for her. But then where is the main food? And why are you packing a dog food for your wife and calling her a dog? Like, where is the joke? You know that sometimes some people crack joke, but then they're telling you how they actually feel about you. But then we always laugh, it's just a joke. Sometimes it's not a joke. They're just telling you exactly how they feel about you. So it's better you understand now or you don't. Okay? I don't understand why you call your wife a dog and have to pack the dog food in. Hey, I mean, it's just me because it doesn't make sense. And yes, they can be a very playful couple that she just feels like impacking the snacks and those Pringles and all of that might be like a joke to her. Yeah, I don't even see a problem with you packing Pringles, and I don't see a problem with that because personally I snack a lot. Okay, so if you pack all of that for me, I expect you to pack a meal for me by force so that you force me to eat the meal before I take the snack, right? So let's assume there was not even food. Why is there a dog food in the lunch box? I feel like that's why is there a dog food in that lunchbox? I need to know why there's a dog food because I do not find that funny. I do not find that playful. I do not find that as a joke. I see it as an insult. And you now writing a note on top of that. In fact, the note you're supposed to write was, I'm sorry I was unable to make meal for you. It was too early or I did not prepare or something. Manage this. When you get back, I'm already making an interesting meal for you. You know something very cute? But you're like, you are my dog. The dogs don't have food. So in your head now, you are packing lunch for a dog because you already called her a dog and you feel like she's a dog. So if you guys, what's your take on this video? Kindly share your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Jokia Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.